What's good, people? Welcome to another episode of my channel. Today I want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin, but today I'm not really going to focus too much about Bitcoin. I'm going to be talking more about the general market around it. So as you can see right there, we're going to be talking about Coinbase today. Coinbase. So people, for the first time today, Bitcoin hit an all-time high of $60,000 again. So here, really quick, let's see, back in September, Bitcoin was sitting around $10,000, September of 2020, and now we're looking at $60,000, so that's 6 times return for any investor in Bitcoin. So why am I bringing this up at all? So really quick, I wanted to talk about Coinbase. So Coinbase recently, Coinbase is a marketplace that allows people to trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in the market. So they're a marketplace and they facilitate trading. So why is this important at all? Because last week, actually February 25th, 2021, the Coinbase company actually filed with the SEC because they're trying to go public. So currently they're a private company, but now they're trying to go public into the public market. So they're going to be available to the average investor to invest in this company. So the reason I'm bringing them up actually right now is because I wanted to talk a little bit about where they're currently at and where they're going to be going in the future, and trying to see if this is a valuable investment for anyone out there listening. So here quickly, their mission says create an open financial system for the world. So we all know that's what the goal of cryptocurrency is, and Bitcoin is made to help people have more leverage in the system. The point is to open the financial system to allow everyone to kind of have a fair chance because everything is transparent. So really quick, I wanted to talk on some key numbers. So we're gonna look here really quick actually. So if we look at 2016 to 2020, we see the revenue growth over time. So we know 2017 was an abnormal year for the cryptocurrency market again. That was when it initially hit its all-time high back in the past, and then went on the run on the downward trend, and then recovered in 2020. 2020 has been the highest run cryptocurrency market has ever seen, and I would say this something has a lot to do with COVID-19 and a lot of financial systems failing a lot of people internationally. And the cryptocurrency market kind of standing its ground and being a way for people to still make a living, trade, save money, and send money to other people across the world. So then we're gonna look a little bit at the profits. So profits, 2017 again, very, very strong, but we see the downtrend in 2018, 2019 because it results in losses. And then 2020, here we are again, sitting at $322 million in profits. So these are the actual numbers I really want us to focus on here. So first number here is the Coinbase users. In 2014, they were sitting at 1 million users. 2015, that doubled, and 2016, that doubled again to a little bit more than doubled to 5 million, and then 13 million, and then 22, 30, 35, and then 43 million. So the interesting thing here is they are adopting more people, but we're starting to see that growth rate kind of slow down a little bit. It doesn't make me too nervous because the cryptocurrency market, it's still at its very, very early age. So this growth number, there hasn't seen that massive adoption yet from people generally. So another key important number here is the monthly active users. So currently they're sitting at 2.8 monthly active users, which is really, really nice because that means there is a lot of activity going on the platform, not just people registering, but people actually staying and committing on the platform. So then let's take a look at the valuation, which is mind-blowing. So here we see they're sitting in 2017, 1.6 billion, 2018, 8 billion, and then 2020, 28 billion. But the interesting thing now is in 2021, now that I'm talking, they are actually very close to $100 billion worth in valuation, which is really, really, really interesting. And we will most likely see this when it goes on the public market and see where it actually goes on for its market cap. But the interesting thing I'm telling you here is this 28 billion, if that is a real number, this is very, very interesting because that means it has 5x in a matter of a year again. So we're going to continue to keep an eye on it and see how that number continues to grow, because the valuation, again, is very tricky, because the valuation is how people value the company, but it doesn't mean that it will give you personally those returns. So keep that in mind. So now I quickly want to touch on the vision of the CEO for the company and its trajectory that it's currently going in. So this is in the letter as well. So if we go down to a safe, trusted, and easy platform to use right here. So it says Coinbase is building the infrastructure to power the crypto economy, helping bring the benefits of this new technology to the world. Today, you could think of our product as a safe and easy to use platform to buy, sell, store, save, spend, and use cryptocurrency. But for many of our customers, they simply think of us as their primary financial account in the crypto economy. Coinbase is building a portfolio of different products and services that connect to this primary financial account, and we're enabling third-party products and services to be connected as well. We seek to make all of our product and services the most trusted and easiest to use in the industry. So now, two things they talked about. One, trust is critical. We're talking about money here, so trust is always going to be the number one thing. So security is very, very huge. And the second thing is ease of use that they're focusing on, because like they said here, cryptocurrency is still too difficult to use for the average person. In the same way that people can access the internet without understanding how TCP and IP works, or turn on the light switch without understanding how electricity works, they need to be able to use cryptocurrency without understanding the underlying complexity. We accomplish this by continually finding ways to simplify our products and pushing for new standards in the industry to improve usability. One thing I want to focus on here that he talked about was ease of use. So just because you don't understand something doesn't mean it doesn't quite work. So going back to his internet analogy, so a lot of people don't know how internet protocols work and how different things are sending information from server to server, but yet we use the internet every day to do everything that we do. So just in the same case as cryptocurrency, just because we don't understand the underlying technology behind blockchain doesn't mean it's not valuable. So this is another challenge here that they're going to be working on. And how do they navigate this? What I've seen that they're trying to do actually is trying to educate people on how to use, not necessarily about how it works, but how to use the different cryptocurrencies. So they have a bunch of videos and a bunch of text on Coinbase where you're able to kind of learn about each cryptocurrency, how the transactions work. And that's really, really interesting, because I haven't really seen any other cryptocurrency market doing that. So just to talk a little bit about how they par up to the other competitors. So here, quickly, if we look at Coinbase versus Binance versus Kraken and Robinhood, which are other platforms that allow you to trade cryptocurrency, we can see that Coinbase currently is the leader of the market when we look at their assets under management, sitting at $90 billion. So, and the second closest is Binance, obviously sitting at $35 billion. So Binance is actually has the number one transaction volume when it comes to transactions, the amounts that is flowing. But in the United States, at least, Coinbase has dominated the market when it comes to users. So Coinbase has more users than Binance does, but Binance has more volume. So the amount of dollars that is flowing in Binance is more. But the point here is, if we're able to see mass adoption in Coinbase, Coinbase will have more users that would be comfortable with putting more of their dollars into them. So overall, Coinbase has, I would say, a huge leg up and a huge run in the market already. And as we see more adoption of cryptocurrency, that's only going to continue. And that trend is going to be really, really interesting to follow. So now I'm just gonna bring your eyes to a little bit of numbers. So they're focused on growth, and the cryptocurrency market also is very, very volatile. So we saw in 2018 had a huge spike up. We saw in 2019 go down, and in 2020 take an amazing run up again. So there's no saying how 2021 is gonna go. It could really go back down, and it could continue to follow that trend of very, very, very high highs and very, very low lows over the course of time. So besides that, so we can see the revenue here. sitting at 1.1 versus 482 in 2019. So that's growth that we want to see here. But I don't want to focus too much on the revenue. What I wanted to bring your attention to actually was how that revenue comes about. So Coinbase makes their revenue by charging a fee. So they charge up to $10,000 depending on how much you're invested in them. And they charge this amount per user per transaction. So when a user makes a transaction, they take a transaction fee from those. So that's how Coinbase is making their money. Whenever you're sending money, whenever you're receiving money, there's a fee that's happening in that in-between process. So now let's go back to the SEC filing. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about these key metrics that we can see here. So if we compare 2020 to 2019, in 2019 we were sitting at 32 million active verified users. So verified users, I want to say that's very, very important because Coinbase does something very, very important known as Know Your Customer. So this is where they verify every single one of the users. So they verify your information through either a driver's license or a passport. So every user is very unique, and so you can't just create an account on Coinbase just like a regular Google email or something. There's a verification process that makes sure you are who you say you are. So that's very, very important there. And then again, we talk about the monthly transacting users, and we've seen that's grown at 180% year over year. That's very, very strong. And then also the assets on platform, that means the amount of money that people have put on the platform that is saved there or stored there, or people like my personal wallet plus your personal wallet plus every other person's personal wallet on Coinbase. That is sitting at 90 million, so $90 billion actually. And that has grown by 432% between 2019 and 2020. That is very, very, very outstanding. So also we see the trading volume. So the trading happening here sitting at $193 billion. So what I've noticed personally, I use Coinbase not really for trading, but for saving and investing in cryptocurrency. So I don't necessarily trade in the market traditionally in cryptocurrency, but I do buy cryptocurrency and keep it. So it's a very convenient wallet to keep because it's very easy to navigate. You can open up your Coinbase and you see what's in there. You see the graph and it shows you how it's moved. It's very, very easy interface, and that's why I like it personally. And I'm guessing that's probably why a lot of people might like it, because I'm like Binance is very, very big, but they're more focused on trading. So that's why they have lower assets on the platform. So yes, people are trading at high volumes, but people aren't keeping their money with Binance. People are keeping their money with Coinbase. So that's very, very important, because when you keep your money with somebody, eventually you're bound to make transactions. So you're bound to send it here, send it here. So those high volumes and that high amount of number that is saved with them, gives them leverage as well to invest that money or that cryptocurrency if they want. Well, they wouldn't necessarily have access to your personal, but it gives them leverage in order to make their system work. So overall, these are the things I kind of wanted to point out here. So we're going to talk a little bit now about the risks involved in this market. So number one, it's cryptocurrency. So there is very, very huge uncertainty in this market. We don't necessarily know how the financial systems are going to react to this. The one thing I would say is the government has a lot of power when it comes to this because they're able to, shut things down. So in Nigeria, I know they shut down cryptocurrency. So I don't know how that's going to play around in other countries. I don't think it's going to be as drastic as that, but the government will have a lot of power when it comes to leveraging, controlling possibly the system, and making sure things are good for the society's good, or at least that's what it's going to be like. So this is just my quick breakdown. I think cryptocurrency obviously is the future, but I'm not here to sell you on cryptocurrency. My point was to tell you about Coinbase going public and how this is a very, very good opportunity to invest not just in cryptocurrency, but the transactions of it. So even if you don't necessarily believe in it, a lot of people do, clearly. So if you're investing in this company, you're making money. If you think about yourself as an investor, you're making money through other people making trades on cryptocurrency since you're invested in Coinbase. So this is just my quick breakdown. I think Coinbase is really going to succeed in the long term because they cater more to the user, so they have more users over time, so they're able to leverage that network. And also they're focusing on educational aspect on the platform, and they're trying to make it very, very easy for people to adopt this very quickly, which is the problem right now with cryptocurrency adaptation. So overall, this is just my quick gist on Coinbase. Let me know what you think about Coinbase. Let me know what you think about Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. Let me know if you've ever invested in anything when it comes to cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. Let me know what your returns were. Let me know if you lost your money or if you made some money. This is just another quick episode I wanted to bring y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more episodes coming to you, and I'll see you. It's your boy Elijah. See you next time.